Japan have got their 7-Elevens with views. Well, this is my 7-Eleven with a view. Look, there's my pyramid, or part of the mountain culture, shall we say. There we go. Let's get the last remnants of the sunset. Sunrise. Let's get the last remnants of the sunrise. Morning, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jimbo, the YouTube channel JB Wanders, and welcome back to Thailand. Hang on a minute, you said you had loads of footage left from the UK, from England. Loads of cinematic footage and everything. What's up, mate? Did not enough people watch your videos? Did you get too few views? Did the algorithm not work? You're not getting enough views, mate. You're not going to put any more out? You're not going to edit any more, no? That's it now, is it? I see. Come on, mate, you just made a load of boring videos in England, didn't you? There's loads more. You're like the geezer in the 70s, aren't you? Ooh, do you want to come and see my slideshow? You're such a bellend, aren't you? In today's video, we're going to be on the windy sunshine coast here in Thailand. Join us. Look, I need to take advantage of precious moments like this. My mum's 78, my dad's 80, and my dad's 81 actually, my mum's 79. You know, there aren't going to be that many years left like this where I can still, you know, relax with them and do stuff with them. So every opportunity on this trip that I've got, I've spent time with them, you know. And there's my mum over there, look, marching along like she's my age, look. That's pretty impressive, you must admit. But anyway, like I said, that's why we extended the stay. We've been here a month. Just spent loads of time with family and friends, mostly family. Lots of days out. And just lots of spending time together in general. It's been marvellous. And on a day like today, bank holiday Monday, sun shining. There's no better place to be than walking along with my mum. I'll go and join her now. That's Long Sands Beach. It's a very nice beach, I'm sure you'll agree. On a sunny day, it's as nice as anywhere in the world. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? There's me ma, my old ma.
That's a bit old.
Yeah, she's not that old. Look. Tackling hills. We've walked a few miles already, look.
Yeah, we have.
78. Going like a mountain goat. We live in strange times, fellow wanderers. There I was, walking along the beaches of Northumberland on a glorious day with my 79-year-old mother, still sprightly as a mountain goat, fitter than she was when she was my age. Even puts Brian Jacks to shame. I was just thinking to myself, what a glorious day. I hope we can do this pretty soon. And then my mind started turning to the journey back to Bangkok in a couple of days' time. I really, really don't like that journey, and I really wish there was another way. Surely in 2025, we have advanced as human beings into doing something a little bit more civilized. Mate, it's about time you got to more vlogging and less of these ridiculous intros, voiceovers and music and everything else. What's the point, mate? Just go out and vlog. I woke up this morning chasing a sunrise. I am on the Sunrise Coast after all. After over a quarter of a century in the land of smiles, here is my absolute favourite place in the entire kingdom of Thailand. Sure, it's not everyone's cup of tea. There's no nightlife. Everything's done by about 8 p.m, possibly 9 on some days, although things are moving on. There's now a night market at the weekend. Sam Roi Yot and Dolphin Bay in particular has really stepped up its game. This is the busiest I've ever seen it. One of the many reasons I love Dolphin Bay and Sam Roi Yot in general is the wildness of it. It could easily be 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years ago, and I've always got a feeling that this was a place where the ancient people lived. And indeed, there are caves around here with cave art and tools and everything else. But I like to go up super early here. It is the Sunrise Coast. Nobody ever likes to get up with me, so I just go off and have a little adventure. I get the whole coastline to myself, and I get to drive down incredible roads, the like of which I can guarantee you have never seen in Thailand. You're going to want to watch the end of this video, because the road at the end of this is going to knock your socks off. I'm driving through the coconut fields and everything, looking for a, let's just call it a special road, shall we? Watch this. Imagine this scenario. You go onto Agoda or Booking.com or something like that, and you book a wonderful resort. You notice, oh, there's two on the beach. What a wonderful place. Beautiful view. Lovely pool overlooking the ocean and overlooking the beach. That looks marvellous. Let's book that for 3 nights. We're on the way there now. You follow the map. You follow the GPS. It takes you down the old road. And you get to the end and you think, oh, it's a dead end. What's going on here? So you investigate a little bit more and you put in a something else as the final destination for the GPS, and it takes you off. Well, you think you're there at the beach, but then the GPS says 20 minutes and it says 8.5 kilometres. You think, but I'm at the beach. The beach isn't 8.5 kilometres long. How can this be? Well, let's see. If you book this place, Hansar Villas or Brassiar Beach, then this is the way you'll come. Strap in, folks. It's 6:30 a.m. I've got the sunroof fully open, all the windows open. I'm loving life right now. Do you honestly think anyone gives a shit, mate? Get on with it. We're going the long way for a couple of reasons. One, because it's beautiful and I enjoy it. And number two, I want to tell you a story about this area, about Sam Roi Yot in general. This place is magical and has a feeling and a history like no other place in Thailand. I started bringing my boy here, my son here, when he was about 4 or 5 years of age. And I used to tell him stories about the area. It always had this feeling, an ancient feeling, that there were people here. And there was a particular beach that we used to sit on, surrounded by mountains, and I'd tell him about the lost city of the Monkey King, and we'd imagine courts carved in rock and rituals at dawn and the echo of footsteps right the way through these mountains. There was a feeling, and for years it was just a feeling, and he used to blindly believe me, as a son does, with their father. But just a few short years ago, I was proved right. I always knew I was right, because recent work here reveals this landscape is so much deeper and richer than most people had dared imagine. In those shadowy caves, all round those hills, the people left traces, painted walls, ochre human figures, tools chipped from stone, and the remains of a child laid to rest 29,000 years ago. That's a long time. Picture it. Families, clans or solitary shamans moving across a dangerous land, a land that had 2 kinds of rhinos, multiple big cats and many other animals that could trap you and kill you. Like that. There were endless tidal flats and mangrove fringes. They carried shellfish, harpoons, flake tools and pigments of red earth. They paused in these limestone hollows, instilled with light and shadow, and they painted figures on the walls, animals, lines, human forms. They buried their dead with intention. They left footprints in the underbelly of the hills. Wow, this is a long way. I've got to make sure that's still on, ready for the, I think we got a battery. I think that's got to be on, ready for the, where we're going. This is going to be mental, and this road is longer than I remembered, but I do remember it being difficult to get to. The best places and the best things are never easy to get to, are they? How long did they stay? Why? I don't know. But you know what? I genuinely used to sense it. That quiet hum in the air. The hills say things to the patient. I would lean close and tell my son, I can hear them. I can hear the footsteps of the Monkey King. And I would tell him fantastical stories of some of the things that went on here. And I swear it, the ghost of the coastline long vanished. used to whisper in the wind. Then came the scientific reckoning, the paleogeographers, the archaeologists, the radiocarbon dates. The older age of human habitation was not just a myth after all. The Pleistocene age. It is now real. They found the skeleton of a child carefully laid in red earth, 29,000 years old. They found paintings at the same place. They found the tools, they found the shells. But you know what? All they ever had to do was ask a local farmer, as myself and my son did a few years ago, and got quite a lot of information from them. They told us of these caves. They told us of a whole gamut of these caves all around, and I indeed know the location of a number of them that haven't been, shall we say, found yet. And why do the local farmers know them? Because the caves are full of batshit, and the batshit is used as nutrients on their plants.
Mate, I do hope there's going to be a proper road at the end of this, because it's a pretty boring story, isn't it? I mean, come on, mate.
So, forever, local people have been climbing up to these far reaches of the hills into the caves, and do you know what? Maybe they noticed the paintings, maybe they didn't. We said to one guy, well, why didn't you say anything? He said, well, nobody asked. And nobody got told until the archaeologists came. And so, your Monkey King Palace becomes a genuine stage for pilgrimage, not of gods or kings, but of humans, our ancestors. I used to say to my son, look up there, boy. Imagine the torchlit cave, the footprints of the barefoot, the laughter of children playing on the ancient shoreline. And now science confirms it. Yes, they were here. And yes, the shoreline was slightly somewhere else. It was wider, wilder. It was stranger. It carried promise and danger.
Wait, is this on? Are you still on, mate? Yeah, it's still on.
Yet those people, the ones who scratched ochre onto limestone, were curious just like us, because they told each other stories of monkeys, of hills that move, of winds that carry voices. Perhaps they too called this place a lost city. Perhaps they too felt an ancient presence from long before them, although the words they used are long gone now, aren't they? This morning, I look at Khao Sam Roi Yot again, in particular this beach, Booby Beach we're on the way to. The hills still stand, the sea still murmurs, the air is heavy with unspoken time, memories, history, and my son, 19 now, we're still coming back. He's asleep right now, but we'll be back on this beach in a couple of hours telling the same stories. We keep returning to this place, the same vista. And do you know what he said to me recently? He said, do you know what, Dad? I never doubted this. I never doubted your stories. I believed you 100%. And when you told me about the newspaper reports when they found the caves, I didn't even blink. He said, I always believed it. Because feeling it is the first step, isn't it? And then we look and we wonder, and then we find, and then we tell. And that is our story. The story of the humans who gazed out towards the shifting shoreline, who chipped some tools, who painted on cave walls, who buried their little ones with love, and who faded, as we will too fade, into the ever-turning centuries. So yes, call it the lost city of the Monkey King if you like, but know this, the monkey is real, the king is real, they are we. They are the ones who came before, who sat exactly where we sit, looking out at the world, and in the quiet dusk wind, you can hear them whisper, and if you lean close, if you listen with hope, you can hear their footprints on the limestone, just like I did with my young boy.
Gotta find the turn now, bloody hell. Find the bloody road.
You know that feeling when you drive down a dirt road, potentially a dead-end dirt road, for 20 minutes, only to find your path blocked by a gate. I think legally that gate shouldn't be there, by the way. That gate shouldn't be shut, but it is for some reason. I shall find an alternative way. Otherwise, my name is not Mr. Wonders. This might be the road. Shall we look? Oh no, it can't be, look. That's got a gate on it. Right, I'm going to go down the bottom and then we'll see, won't we? I know that I had to drive through a resort. I did. I drive through a resort.
I tell you what, mate, there better be something at the end of this little road after that boring, long-winded story, eh?
No. Well then, where is the road? I have to go in the resort then, look. This is not the way, look. I have to reverse here. There is a road there, that is not the way, mate. Yeah, look, that's an outward bounds resort. It was straight in one of these resorts. Look. It was straight in one of these resorts. Which one is the question? I wonder if they've just blocked it up. Let's just drive in here and see, shall we? It's not this one though, look, because it was a road that went round. It was a road that went round. Is it this? Yeah, it is, mate.
Seriously, mate, that's what you're doing? You're just going to drive through that resort, yeah? That's not the road, mate.
I'm going down here. I think I'm going to go straight on the beach. Watch. Watch, watch, watch.
Mate, that's literally the swimming pool. What are you doing? It's clearly not a road, is it, you fucking bell end? Mate, what are you doing? That's clearly not a road, is it? It's a beach. Job's a good one. Years ago I looked on Google Maps on GPS and the road seemed to go along the beach. I thought no. So I sat there for a couple of hours and I watched a couple of pickup trucks go along and I watched a couple of Selengs go along and I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a go in that. So I took my old Mazda 3 along the beach. Haven't done it for years, but got new tyres. Got new tyres 2 days ago. Went for a tyre brand. bit short cash at the minute. Went for a tyre brand, I think it's Thai, it's called GT, and it cost about 8,000 baht, about 200 quid for all 4 tyres. Pretty good. I thought I'd test them out on the beach. Job's a good one.
It's really easy to get to the end of the road here and think, well, that's it, you park up. I did so for years. I parked, we walked on the beach, and that was that. Until I saw a car come over there. At the moment, that's quite flat. They've dug it down, but at different times, it's often pretty much a sand dune. I saw a pickup coming over. The more I came here, I saw a Saleng, and then a motorbike, and then a car, and I thought, huh? Then I looked on Google Maps. It's a road. I'll tell you why. You'll see. You've seen already, haven't you? It's 15-minute drive, 20-minute drive round from here to those 2 resorts at the end of the beach, or you can drive 100, 200 metres down the beach. Job's a good one. Look, I'm not showing this beach in all its glory. It's the wrong time of year, it's the wrong time of month, and that's good, because it means a lot of you people watching won't come here, and that's a good thing for me. This beach often goes out 100 metres. You can almost walk to the island, and if you walk down the other end of the beach, you'll see that one of them is a perfect pyramid. There's lots of pyramid shapes in this area, just a shape that I like. I'm not saying anything at all. I'm not saying the Monkey King had pyramids. I'm not mental. I would say it's a very pleasing, aesthetically pleasing shape, and there are an awful lot of certain shaped mounds and pyramids in this area. So let's sit a while and let the hills tell us their story. It was a lovely sunny windy day on the sunny, sunshiny Sunrise Coast, and we spent the day wandering with the herd. Wandering with my little gang.
Guess what we got? Guess what I got? Nothing. I'm going to go to the shop and get you some food, yeah? And you get some food for you, and let's go and get some food for you too, yeah? Right, I'll be back in about 3 minutes, chaps. 3 minutes, we'll get some food, yeah? Good boy. Who's my good little boy, huh? Yeah, we'll get you some food.
The rest of the day, we spent munching seafood. Before heading back to probably my favourite digs in all of Thailand. Value for money, everything. I shan't be doing a review, but you know where I am. Sherlock Holmes it. And anyway, no one's watched your videos since you told people you were diabetic and went all dramatic and stuff, so... Why are you still making them, by the way? Hey, you should make a PDF, how to piss out your bitch tits. Because that's what you did, didn't you bell end? Ooh, yeah, I'm losing all this weight, mate. Robinson's juice is the saviour of the world. It's going to make me really slim and fit and healthy. Bell end. Diabetic bell end. You know, as much as I love visiting England and having some fish and chips, seeing my dear old mum and some family and stuff, this is home. I love Thailand. I don't love the cities. I don't really love cities in general, but I love to come to places like this, the quiet places, the places that don't really change year by year. They've got the same atmosphere, the same vibe, the same welcoming people, really. Far from the maddening crowd, they say. I love the Sunrise Coast. It's my favourite coast, and if I'm honest, if I can't drive there, I don't really go on holiday very often. If it's within about 4 hours, this is the furthest we'll come, maybe Pretro Kirikan. If it's not within about 4 hours, we generally don't go. Occasionally we might go Koh Chang, Kok Chang, somewhere like that, but this is it. Early morning, I'll probably get here in about 3 hours. Normally stop maybe 3.5 hours, but it's worth it every time. And this time of year, look, the weather's changed, look, winter's here, the winds have been strong for a few days, the waves have been big, it's normally like glass out there, and consequently the tides are high. Now if it's the time of month or the time of year, but so the beach is quite narrow at the moment. I don't mind that, I know what they look like when they're not. And there, right there, look, there's the road that I drove down just yesterday. Look at this. Chicken Oriental.